Eddie. Can't you just let this go?
He's trying to score points with the commissioner.
Can you take care of this? I don't understand why he's arrested. This is ridiculous.
Eddie, what's going on here?
I was assaulted here by Vega.
Oh, yeah, right. You can see how beat up he is.
Saeed, Eddie, go on.
There were 24 witnesses, and this is after he assaulted McBain
It was
for no
a
good reason.
misunderstanding.
Oh, yeah? Did I misunderstand seeing McBain paw you? Is that a misunderstanding?
So, Saeed, are you defending this man because
Commissioner,
he broke up?
my brother was provoked.
Christian was just standing up for Antonio. Jessica, you weren't even there at that.
What? Attempted murder, that's what he should be charged with.
Excuse me, but
You were a professional boxer, right?
Don't you?
Quiet! And Miss Brennan, what are you doing here?
I'm here to post Christian's bail if he needs it.
You don't have to do that, Jess.
No, that's right. But not for the reason you think. Saeed, and the Vega with the free hands in my office, please. Eddie, process the perp.
You didn't have to come here, Jess.
I know I didn't, but I'm here, and I happen to be worried about you, Christian.
I can take care of myself.
Oh, right, tough guy. I could tell that when you were beating up John and Capricorn.
Yeah, well, if you would have shown up sooner, you would have seen what McBain was doing. He had his paws all over Dahlia. I mean, he was rubbing my brother's nose in it. I wasn't going to stand for that.
I thought I was doing a pretty good job as police commissioner, but clearly I made a mistake in going easy on the fraternization policy. Because I failed to predict that Miss Saeed was going to fraternize her way through the entire department.
My, what lovely decor.
You have a very nice house, Miss Lovett.
How about we skip the small talk and you tell me what you're after? And why didn't Gigi come herself if she's got questions?
Because she was very concerned about the tension that existed between herself and your mother. And we volunteered to handle the situation for her.
Handle what?
Frankly, we are wondering why your mother refused to see her grandson.
What grandson?
Gigi and Brody's little boy.
That Gigi was pregnant?
You didn't know?
No, I didn't have a clue. And my mama mustn't have known either.
Why do you say that?
Well, otherwise, mean as that woman was, she'd never done what she did.
Whoa, talk about protesting too much. He's not your date, okay? Yes, I heard you. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. I won't say it again. Even though it looks like you guys are on a date.
You like to talk, don't you?
You like to deny what's obvious, don't you?
Jared and Gigi are just friends.
I think we should get a drink, don't you?
That's a good idea. You two have a swell night. And remember, you never know where friendship could lead.
Why are you doing this? Why are you pushing Gigi together with that creep?
What? They might be good for each other. I want everyone to be as happy as you and me.
You want to talk about it?
About what? You think I'm upset? Because I am so not upset. I am more relaxed than I have been in a long time. I mean, I'm happy. I'm so happy.
Not at all affected by John kissing Talia.
Affected? No. Confused? Yes.
How so?
You know, I know John. I mean, better than I pretty much know anyone else. And what he did tonight, it's not like him.
What do you mean?
John does not like public display of affection. I mean, when we were together, I was lucky to get to hold his hand with people around. And I mean, in under no circumstances would he be caught dead dancing in front of people or slobbering all over a woman in front of people. And then to kiss Talia with Antonio right there, knowing that Antonio would see it and freak out. I mean, it's like John's a pod person, you know? You saw that movie, right?
Yeah, actually, I did.
Yeah.
So, what you're saying is the real John was snatched and replaced.
Stranger things have happened. Here you go. Here's your beer.
Thank you.
Hey, go sit down.
Here?
Yes, right there.
You know, I don't need a bandage.
I know you don't need a bandage, but I'm gonna clean that wound. Clean it all up.
told you I'm fine.
Right. You know, Christian is a very successful boxer.
Just I hit myself a little hard when I sat down.
Right, not to mention that fist that you hit just a little. There you go.
Ow. Hey.
You know what? You got some bruises here. This didn't just happen tonight. What, was this your fight with Antonio, or was it your fight with Todd? It hurt? Oh, okay,
Everybody
wait, just...
keeps telling me I need to get a hobby, all right?
John, do you have any idea how much Cole Thornhart looks up to you?
Where the hell did that come from? Look, I like the kid. I like spending time with him. He's a good kid.
It's more than a good kid and spending time with him. Don't downplay it. You know he looks up to you. You're his hero.
I don't know about that. Hey.
Well, I do. No wonder he's been pulling the stunts he's been pulling lately.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Well, it means that he looks up to you, John. You're his hero. Like I said before, why don't you stop acting like a jackass?
My personal life is not your concern.
If you are causing fights between my cops and dragging us down here in the middle of the night, it definitely is our concern. And if you're sleeping with half the squadron, then...
How dare you? I don't have to put up with this from you.
Oh, am I missing something? Because I can only call them the way I see them.
He can't talk to me like this.
You want to bring charges? Because that would result in exposing all of your recent, very questionable behavior. Considering the situation, Miss Saeed, I would recommend that you be a little less sensitive, because this is not a pretty picture.
Okay, you're just gonna stand there and you're gonna let him talk to me like that?
Oh, I think Mr. Vega understands that this is an embarrassing situation. And from what I hear, your former boyfriend was not involved in a fight which occurred in a club he until recently owned and which is still managed by his brother. And yet, for some reason, you and John McBain chose there to go clubbing. So who created this situation, Ms. Saeed?
You know what? McBain and I have the right to go out without getting attacked.
Well, of course you do. But until the two of you can go out in public and not grope each other for 10 minutes, particularly in the face of your former boyfriends, I suggest you get a motel room. Now, I would like to talk to Mr. Vega, Miss Saeed. You are dismissed.
You should have stayed out of this, Christian.
I should watch my brother's girlfriend make a fool out of my brother and do nothing. Is that what you're telling me?
What I'm telling you is Antonio can take care of himself.
I still don't understand what you're doing here.
I was worried about you, okay? And as far as I know, Nash and Sarah are still on a conference call, so you won't be able to get a hold of her. Unless, do you want me to get a hold of her?
No, keep her out of this.
She'd be here in a second if she knew what was going on.
This isn't her problem. Or yours.
Whoa! I'm your friend, okay? As Nash is home with Bree, I have nowhere else to be, so I'm gonna stick around here until I find out what's going on with you, okay?
Thanks.
That's better.
You don't pull punches, do you?
You noticed, huh? You know, I wondered why Cole was crazy enough to sneak over to Dorian's to see Star, to get caught by me, then go back over, talk to Todd face to face, and now I know why.
That's not fair.
Makes sense.
Had nothing to do with that. If I had known that's what Cole was up to, I'd have stopped him.
You know, John, kids learn from our actions. And if they think, we're way cool, then they imitate us like crazy.
Cole isn't even around me that much.
What are you talking about? This is a small town. Word travels fast. He probably found out how you're, treating Antonio.
I wouldn't want my decisions to hurt Cole.
You promised Marty that you'd watch out for him.
And I did. I'd do anything to protect him.
Can't quite figure you out, John McBain.
There's not much to figure.
Maybe. Maybe not.